Hi, welcome to my channel. I am today trying out the Hourglass Veil Fluid Makeup. I have the Vanish Stick in beige and I have gone for beige in this one, but I've just put it on the back of my hand and it's quite dark. So see how it goes. I'm just going to apply it with a beauty blender. Oh, it's blending really well, perfectly. The colour's good. I thought it might be a bit dark, but actually I like it. And you really don't need very much. I'm just going to do one side of my face with the sponge and the other side with a brush, just to see the difference in how it applies with those two. And that has just really blended in really nicely. So I'll go to the other side and I'll use a Morphe Y6 brush to apply it on this side. Just applying it really well again. I think it has better coverage with the beauty blender than with the brush, but if you prefer a brush, it goes on just fine. So now I have the whole face on. I do think it probably is a little bit dark of a shade for me, but I'm going to lighten that up with my concealer. But overall, I really love this foundation, and I think I actually prefer this to the Vanish Stick. So as I said, it is a little bit on the dark side for me, so I could either go in with my Nip and Fab foundation lightening drops, or go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in Light Ivory. On the screen it doesn't look so dark, but looking in the mirror it's quite, I look like I've been on holiday and got a pretty good tan. So I am just going to go in with a few of the lightening drops. See how that blends in. Yeah, that's given me a nice colour. On the other side I am just going to go in with the brush and give that a go. And blend that into the foundation. So on screen it does look a lot more pale. I have the bright lights, but actually true to the mirror it is a nice colour. It's much more natural toned for me. So I would probably mix that in next time before I apply the foundation. So I'm just going to go in with my Wet n Wild concealer under my eyes, get rid of the dark circles, and then just around my face. I have quite a lot of I've had bad skin lately, so on the sides of my mouth and my chin and my forehead, I've been really struggling to cover those up. but this is quite a good concealer for that. It's not too full coverage, but it just gives me enough. Lighten the under eyes. That's better. Now I'm just going to apply some of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow in Oyster, just to the high points of my cheekbones. I'll just apply it with my finger and then blend it in with my beauty blender. Just gives a really nice subtle glow, nothing too major, and I will apply some powder highlight on top of that. And now I'm going to cream contour. Using my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C13. I actually think, I know this is concealer, but it's such a nice colour and it really suits my skin tone, and I just pop that on my cheeks and blend with my beauty blender or a brush, and it just really blends into the makeup well, gives a nice colour, and it's buildable as well, so you can just start off with a small amount and build it up, because it's quite dark, so if you're not confident doing that the first time, just add a small amount. Okay, so that's it for my cream product. So now I'm just going to powder down my face using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just use this Beauty UK brush. I don't like to bake under my eyes because I feel that they're actually getting quite a few fine creases, and I just feel that it really accentuates that. So I just dab in with a small amount of powder just under my eyes to set that concealer in place. Really lightly pat it on, and then for the rest of my face I go in with a bigger brush and just press it really lightly into the skin, so not to disturb the foundation. It's nice to sometimes use a little powder puff like this, especially under the eyes, but I do find that I prefer the fluffy brush. Okay, so that's all set down, and I'm now going to just apply some bronzer and some blush. For bronzer today, I'm going to use my trusty Hoola in the original colour, the original shade. I just really like this one, and just gives me extra contour and some nice colour. I actually quite like the brush because it's a good shape to just get down the cheekbones and then blend up and around the forehead. I have quite a small forehead, so I don't like to do too much, and then I just blend out around here. And for around my jawline, I use this Freedom makeup brush. It's a flat brush, and I just like to go around my jawline with the Hoola just for some extra contour. Pop it under the chin. Also just like a little bit under my lip. And I will go down the sides of my nose and then blend that out afterwards. It also, when you're having like a really neutral makeup day, the Hoola makes a really good eyeshadow as well. And less products to pop in your bag and touch up throughout the day. So I'll just take my blender just to soften those lines on the nose. And I'll just pop a bit on the end of my nose. I'm really not that great at nose contour, but practice makes perfect, hopefully, so I'm going to keep going with that. And for blush today, I'm going to use Benefit California. I got this little sample in a makeup box, like a beauty subscription box, and actually it's one of my favourites, and it smells like peaches, so win-win. So I'll just put that on the apples of my cheeks and blend up. It just gives such a nice peachy glow. And when it's miserable outside, it's nice to have like that summer glow to your skin, which is why I like this one so much. Now for highlighter, one of my current favourites is this Primark Beauty Brunch Club highlighter. It's so pretty. I just swatched that. You can see, sorry, foundation hand. It's just such a nice colour. It's not glittery. It doesn't like leave glittery particles on your face. So I'm going to go in with a Morphe R36 highlighting brush and just apply over the top of the cream Anastasia glow. It just gives such a nice pop on the cheekbones. And I just go up under the brow. And then above the brow. On the Cupid's bow. And then a touch on the bridge of my nose, and then a touch on the tip. Just blend it out slightly. And it's just such a good colour, like a champagne colour. I'm just going to go in and do my brows. I have been loving the Revolution Pro microblading eyebrow pencil. I can't think what it's called, but it's definitely microblading. And I have this in like a dark brown. I usually use the Anastasia Dip Brow. I have that in ebony, and I'm finding that lately it's a bit too dark, so I like this one. It's nice, tiny, narrow nib, so you can get some good precision and fill in the hairs. Like my eyebrows are pretty much black anyway, but this just gives a softer look than the dip brow, and a bit of a more natural look for the daytime. Okay, so my brows are finished. I'm now going to use my Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette for my eyes. Just a neutral daytime look today. So I will take a fluffy brush and go into the cooler transition shade here, just into the crease, and blend that backwards forwards in a circular motion. I do find that getting my eyes even is quite difficult because one of my eyes has a much deeper eyelid, so sometimes it can take a while to just even them up a bit and to make them the right shape. So sometimes you do have to just change your technique on each eye. And I'm now going to go in with the shade here, just to deepen the crease a tiny bit. Just using very small circular motions. not too far into the corner, the inner corner, and then just out to the side, and just really give it a good blend. And again on this side, blend it into the crease, not too far to the inner corner. And blend out. I'm just going to take a different fluffy brush and just give that a blend on the top, so there's not a harsh line. And then I am going to go in with the darker brown here and pop that on the outer corner. It's not blending very well, the darker colour, so a little bit patchy. And just blend that towards the middle. I'm using a Zoeva 227 on these outer corners with the dark, and I use the Charlotte Tilbury brush for the initial blending, and this is the eye blender brush from Charlotte Tilbury, which I really like because it's quite a big blending brush, so it could cover more of the eye, so it's quicker and easier to blend. Just pat that onto the corner and blend across. And for the, just to finish off here, I'm going to use this shimmer shade here, just so it's not too dark, and just pat that and blend into the brown. For a nice neutral look. I will go under the eye with the darker brown to blend into the corner. And then just buff that out a little bit, make it a bit softer. And that's the eyes done. I'm now going to pop some mascara on, and at the moment I am using my favourite Benefit. They're Real, but it's just about to run out, so I need to go and find another one. I do want to try something new, so if you have any recommendations for mascara, let me know and I will give them a try. So mascara is done, eyes are finished. I am not putting lashes on today because all my lashes are too glam for a daytime look. So again, if you have any recommendations for great daytime lashes that aren't too much, let me know below. And I'm now going to do my lips with Lottie London Slay All Day in #TBT. These are really nice lip products. This is a really great colour and they feel really nice on the lips. They're not drying at all. They are a matte liquid lip. It's a really, really pretty colour. And then we're done. So that is today's neutral look. I have also listed below the products that I used today, so check those out. So thank you for watching my channel and my video. Please do give it a thumbs up and comment below any suggestions you have for products or anything you'd like me to video. Please subscribe to my channel, I'll be really grateful. So see you next time.